Welcome to Soul Fuel. Subscribe and share. Ever felt a gut instinct so powerful it was like getting a second opinion from deep inside you? Well, that wasn't just a figure of speech. Your gut is genuinely talking to your brain, non-stop, every single hour of every single day, whether you're scrolling, working, or even sound asleep. Today, we're going to crack the code on that incredibly vital, yet often overlooked, conversation. More importantly, we'll dive into how you can actively steer it, so your mood, focus, and energy stop feeling like a chaotic game of roulette and start feeling like something you're truly in control of. Section 1. Your quiet second brain. Tucked away within the intricate walls of your intestines lies a remarkable network, the enteric nervous system, or ENS. Think of it as a dense, woven tapestry of over 500 million neurons. While it certainly doesn't ponder existential philosophy, it's constantly firing, sensing, and even remembering. Scientists affectionately nicknamed it the second brain because it boasts an incredible level of autonomy. It can largely operate solo, expertly orchestrating complex digestive processes, managing enzyme release, and regulating blood flow throughout your gut. But here's the kicker, it's also engaged in a relentless, two-way dialogue with headquarters upstairs, your actual brain, via the vagus nerve. This isn't just a pathway, it's a superhighway, a bidirectional information superstream running directly from your gut to your brainstem, ensuring constant communication about everything happening down below. Section 2. The language they speak. So, how do these two brains chat? Primarily, it's through three fascinating languages. First up, chemicals. Did you know over 90% of your body's serotonin, that feel-good neurotransmitter, is actually manufactured in your gut, not your brain? Specialized cells down there are constantly releasing it, sending potent packets of calm, contentment, or even craving, shooting skyward within minutes. Second, there are the microbes. The trillions of tiny bacteria living in your gut aren't just freeloaders, they're active participants. They happily dine on the fiber you eat and, in return, pump out crucial compounds like dopamine, GABA, and incredibly beneficial short-chain fatty acids, like butyrate. These little chemical messengers work to dampen inflammation, nourish your gut lining, and fine-tune the signals reaching your brain's emotion circuits. Finally, there's electricity. The vagal neurons, those direct lines of communication, can fire at an astonishing speed, up to 250 miles per hour. That's faster than most home Wi-Fi networks. This electrical superhighway means a sudden stomach irritant can trigger near-instant anxiety or a racing heart, demonstrating just how quickly your gut can send emergency alerts to your brain. Section 3. When the line goes dead. But what happens when this crucial conversation breaks down? If your gut lining gets irritated, whether from chronic stress, a steady diet of ultra-processed foods, or even a course of antibiotics, those vital messages can become garbled, or worse, completely cut off. An off-kilter balance of gut-derived serotonin can significantly shift your mood, leaving you feeling inexplicably low or anxious. Meanwhile, rogue bacterial toxins, like lipopolysaccharides, can sometimes slip through a compromised gut barrier and into your bloodstream, lighting up inflammatory pathways that lead to persistent pain, frustrating brain fog, and even neuroinflammation. Studies increasingly link this communication breakdown to higher rates of anxiety, stubborn weight gain, irritable bowel syndrome, and even chronic conditions like migraine. So that random Tuesday slump you can't quite shake? It might not be the news, it could very well be last night's takeout still broadcasting static through your system. Section 4. Tune the talk. Here's the really good news, your gut is incredibly resilient and can reboot surprisingly fast. By intentionally feeding your microbiome diversity, you can start clearing up that communication in just a few days. Aim to incorporate 3 key food groups into your daily routine: fermented foods like kimchi, sauerkraut, or kefir for their live, beneficial cultures, soluble fiber sources such as beans, oats, and apples, which are the preferred food for your gut bacteria, allowing them to produce those brain-loving short-chain fatty acids, and a rainbow of brightly colored plants loaded with polyphenols, which act like fertilizer for your good bugs. Beyond food, try adding a simple 20-minute walk to your day. Gentle, consistent movement has been shown to double your vagal tone, essentially, increasing your gut-brain bandwidth, within as little as 6 weeks. And finally, a simple yet powerful hack: breathe before meals. Just 10 slow, diaphragmatic breaths can flip your nervous system into a rest and digest state, significantly cutting down on miscommunication errors and improving digestion by up to 30%. If this is already changing how you view your next meal, you should definitely tap that subscribe button. We're here to drop science-backed hacks weekly, helping you swap guesswork for real data when it comes to your health. Section 5. A day in the life. Imagine a typical tomorrow, but with your gut-brain axis perfectly tuned. At 8 in the morning, a bowl of Greek yogurt with fresh berries kickstarts your day. Your microbes wake up, happy and nourished, and start shipping serotonin north, setting a calm, positive tone. By noon, a hearty quinoa and bean bowl keeps that fiber fermenting, and your bacteria pay their rent in beneficial butyrate, ensuring your brain senses steady fuel, avoiding that mid-afternoon energy rollercoaster. Later in the afternoon, a handful of almonds and a cup of green tea feed your bifidobacteria, sharpening your focus precisely when you need it for that important meeting. As evening arrives, magnesium-rich pumpkin seeds, combined with a short breathing drill, ramp up vagal traffic, easing you into a deep, restorative sleep. It's still you, but the internal conversation is clearer, smoother, and your mood finally feels like something you're actively writing, not just passively experiencing. Section 6. Common myths. Busted. Let's debunk a few common misconceptions. Myth 1. Probiotics are magic pills. Not quite. Strain matters immensely. For example, specific strains like Lactobacillus rhamnosus have been shown to lower cortisol in trials, but many shelf brands are dead on arrival or lack proven efficacy. Always look for refrigerated bottles with published studies supporting their claims. Myth 2. A single junk meal ruins everything. Thankfully, your system is remarkably resilient. One pizza won't entirely hijack your gut-brain axis. It's the consistent, 5-day stretch of ultra-processed fare that starts to cause real trouble. Think about your overall trajectory and habits, not just a one-off indulgence. No need for a guilt trip. Myth 3. You need pricey supplements to fix your gut. While some targeted supplements can be helpful, food should always come first. Simple, whole foods like oats, onions, garlic, and apples are packed with prebiotics that feed your keystone gut species far better and more comprehensively than most powdered supplements ever could. Section 7. The future is personal. The frontier of gut health is incredibly exciting and increasingly personalized. Labs can now sequence your unique gut microbiome from a simple stool kit, offering insights into which specific fibers and foods will best support your unique flora. Early psychobiotic trials, focusing on specific beneficial bacteria, are already showing incredible promise, with tailored strains cutting moderate anxiety scores by half within 8 weeks in some studies. It's not a stretch to imagine a future, perhaps in just 5 years, where your grocery list, carefully curated for your gut health, might even be covered by insurance, much like blood pressure medication is today. Your brain isn't some lone CEO dictating orders from a high tower, it's actively engaged in a dynamic boardroom debate every second with trillions of microbial vice presidents. When you feed that room well, ensuring strong, clear Wi-Fi communication, the decisions coming down, your mood, your energy, your immunity, your overall well-being, start sounding a lot more like the vibrant, healthy life you actually want to live.